What's up? Hi, hello, hey, what's going on? Screw it. So here's the deal. I started building this thing, and it looks dope, and I want to keep building it, and that's the whole story. So I'm gonna do what I want to do and build this while a movie plays in the background, because I didn't really have time, nor did I want to set up the camera that faces down on the Lego sets and then tries to auto focus like 500 times and then looks like shit. Hold on one sec. Here we go. And one of the movies on today's docket, I was looking through movies I have already seen in the long list of public domain movies, and I was like, what is one that I should just play in the background? And I said, oh, just Satan's School for Girls. So enjoy. It's a movie about school and Satan and girls. I'm hoping it has audio. There we go. It's got audio. Meanwhile, I'm on bag 2. I remember this one kind of being fun bad, so let's hope I was right. Okay, well, looks like I'm gonna have to turn off that. And speaking of films, over the weekend I saw Oppenheimer and it was pretty dope. I recommend for fans of bombs and history. And by bombs I mean actual bombs, not like movie bombs, like actual bombs.
Yes, collect call, please. Collect to Elizabeth Sayers, Los Angeles.
By internet law, you're now obligated to watch.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was funny. Like, I'm not being a weird men's activist about it. I was just like, oh, I don't know. I'll check Barbie later, but I do want to see Oppenheimer in a theater. Sorry, I didn't fall prey to Barbenheimer. But I am intrigued by.
She has to be there.
They're trying to get a groundswell for Saw Patrol. Because Paw Patrol and Saw 10 are going to be coming out at the same time in theaters. And I'm a fan of the Saw films to a degree. Internet law. I do think, while I have no problem with Barbenheimer, and do believe it is your decision whether or not you want to do double features like that, and those can be very fun, but I think it'd be weird to watch Barbie after that movie. I feel like you'd have to do Barbie first, but that's just me. That's just my thought on the whole Barb process. Barbenheimer situation.
She ain't home.
She told me she'd be here.
You assisted?
Yes.
She just went to the store.
And maybe, you know,
Ask
and
me
this is
to
100% possible, maybe I think too much.
give you a key.
Barbie first? Do you eat dessert before dinner? I don't know, man. I'm a person that, like, Oppenheimer kind of affected me emotionally. Because it really is kind of about the power of creation and how inevitably creation will be used to destroy us because the people in power want you to create things that destroy. So watching that movie, man, I don't know. Needless to say, it was a bit of a bummer. Witchy Dragon, it has been forever. Hello. I think the idea is that Barbie's the palate cleanser after the Oppenheimer. Long time no see. This is Satan's School for Girls. It's not very loud. At least I don't think it's very loud. It was a TV movie back in the 70s. I've been here and I've heard everything. Okay. Were you here or were you in the shower? You could hear in the shower?
Please, no.
No. You got some good, what do you call it? You got some good, speakers. I don't know. I think I have, but I can never hear over the shower water.
John?
You're telling me you
What's
never
going
just have a music?
It's your sister, Miss Sayers.
I mean, every
She
time
got
I
crazy,
try
man.
to do that, I've tried to
Screamed
do it
out
with
the door.
music, but I just can't hear it over the water. The water is just too darn loud. I got that loud water,
Tried all the doors and windows. They're
which
all
feels
locked.
like the name of a band.
Excuse me, please. Martha? Martha, it's me, Elizabeth. Open the door, please.
Martha's
Can you
dead.
break it in?
Dying. Like settings on the shower head.
But you can't really argue with the current.
But you want that pressure, though. How do you get clean if you don't have the
My sister did
pressure?
not commit suicide. She had no reason to kill herself. She was happier than she's been in years.
But no one could have gotten into the house. The doors and the windows were all locked from the inside.
She did not commit suicide. Why would she catch a plane from Massachusetts, hire a car at the airport, and drive all the way to my house to kill herself?
Look, I don't know why these crazy women do anything.
No
Oh, I'm
rationale for
sorry.
Suicide, Miss Sayers.
You're a
I
woman.
understand how upset you are,
No,
but if
you
you could
don't understand anything. If she was going to kill herself, there were worse
Pressure-
times,
pressure
like when
ease
our
myself.
parents died,
Hot
and when we
pressure
were
wash
separated by
myself.
different schools, hundreds
I
of
put the
miles
high pressure
apart,
when
but
it's
not
turned it's
now.
off.
But you did
I don't.
admit that
Oh, I don't
was a
change
melancholy
settings.
That she was lonely.
I just keep it the
girl.
same.
Well, you hardly saw her during the past few years.
Then ask her friends at school.
We did.
Did you try her ex-roommate, Lucy Denbrow?
Do you really think she would make that much difference?
Yes, she was her roommate for 2 years. She knows Martha.
Okay, Miss Sayers.
Okay,
We went to
we'll
Miss
look
Lucy
into it,
Denbrow
I
in
guess.
Massachusetts, and to some of the other classmates at the academy. And
But yeah, going back to that thing, I don't know.
No one
I
could give
would
us any
see
further
Barbie
information.
as the palate
I
cleanser.
can't accept that.
Because I feel like Oppenheimer is like real dark, thoughtful thinking thing, and I think Barbie has its thoughts too. I'm not saying it's just completely dumb. I just think it'd be more fun and has more of a fun ending. But I could be wrong, and I have been.
I couldn't fly into the funeral. I mean, there was no warning, none. I told the police when they called it everything was fine. I mean, just great. Martha was busy and working. So was I. If you don't like the sherry, I can run in for some vodka.
No, please don't worry about it. I don't drink much.
I just grabbed this little place right after graduation. I sure hope my guardian sings for the loot.
Lucy, did Martha keep a diary or anything like that?
Oh, you know her better than that. No memories for her. Life was now.
Well, something was going very wrong. It had to be.
Nothing I knew of. Sure you would
No
like some
memories for her.
No, thank you. She wasn't upset or anxious or anything?
Oh, anxious maybe. About our graduation and you and her getting your own place and finally being together.
Nothing else?
Like what?
Something at the school, maybe. It has to be something there.
No.
Honestly, I'm not super interested in either movie. But it's good to see a meme getting people back into the theaters now and that. I don't know, man. You hear all these politicians calling Barbie woke.
Well, you won't
and
find
attack
out
on
anything.
men.
Nothing. Nothing.
Got to try.
That's just stupid
Oh,
people.
did you talk to me? Promise me? Do you understand and
It's
know?
really just stupid people that say things like that, man.
I'm sorry. Martha's death and everything.
I don't know why
Please
I
forgive
have
me.
to.
Yes, of course.
Tell me about your work, huh? I made it right, right? Okay, so that isn't working, and that's bothering. Really now, imagine naming your school Salem Academy, expecting Satan not to show up. Welcome to Salem Academy, and tonight we have Satan. There we go. You've heard about him and all of your readings of the Bible. It's Satan. Look, you guys have been really working your buns off here at Salem Academy, so we have a little surprise. Say hello to Beelzebub himself, Satan. What are you working on, by the way? Oh, yeah, that's right. So, while this great film is playing, I'm building this, which is a Lego minifigure, just super sized. I already have the torso built, and right now it looks like I'm working on a leg. I don't want to assume, but it looks very leg-like.
Jody, why don't you get the bag? Okay.
I competed in my first jiu-jitsu
The
tournament
dragon lady wanted us
this
to
past
show you
Sunday. I
around.
got second place in my
See that
division. Well,
you're
hot
bed,
damn.
settled.
Out there
Made to feel
kicking
like one
ace.
within 15 minutes of your arrival. How
Do you
we
do
doing?
jiu-jitsu for the Salem Academy?
That's good. The dragon lady.
AKA Satan.
Headmistress. She is a bad painter, a worse sculptress, and a lousy musician.
Congrats.
She's the perfect headmistress for an Academy of Fine
That's
Arts.
good news.
Those who can do, those who can't teach.
But this place has a
Lego
marvelous
section.
reputation. Hey,
Yeah, this is one of
listen,
those sets where,
a
like,
lot
the
of
second I
defenders
saw it, I
are
was like,
stupid.
that's probably really cool. I'm gonna get it.
Jody's
And
got
I
a
did.
crush on the
And
head
I
of
started
Fine
building it,
Arts.
and I was like, well, I want this to be
We all do.
completed because it's super cool.
Uh-huh. If you like that sort of thing.
Bum, 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 bum.
Pouligny, Montrachet, 69.
She does not speak French. She just reads labels very well.
Salem Academy, full of lushes.
To our new friend. Take a big swallow, because you're going to need it for the dragon lady.
Cheers.
We here at Salem Academy
Learning for
feel
almost
that
2 years. Hot damn.
girls of good breeding are more easily groomed into
Well, look
young
at
ladies of
jujitsu.
culture and refinement. We do have our traditions here. But then I suppose, like most traditions, they're meant to be broken.
That's just the mood I'm
Not
in.
all of
I'm in a silly
Good.
mood.
I'm so pleased to hear you say that.
I never thought I would
I
compete,
don't
but I
know, it
really
seems
wanted
to
to
me that so many young
test
people
how
today,
far my
especially in the
skills
arts,
had come.
tend to have little regard for traditional techniques, the classic forms.
Picasso was a realist painter before he was an impressionist.
It's a lovely reference, my dear. Now, this academy has its own tradition. Under different names, it has been here, in this very place, for over 300 years.
I remember I did a...
Well, Elizabeth,
Look at that. It's a
I realize
leg,
that
and
you
it's
must
not
be
showing
very
up because
tired
it's
after your long
blue.
trip, but since you,
Thanks to the
enrolled after
green
the quarter began, I
screen.
think it would be wise for you to start your classes today.
Thank you for accepting me.
Only because you qualify. Now, I want you to have one of these, since we're some distance
Boom.
from the main power lines. We often have
Leg
quite
number
erratic
1
and
attached.
exasperating electrical failures.
That's something to work on. I'm guessing leg number 2. And what do you know what I do?
Usually the blackouts last only a short time. Now, here's your curriculum, and
We
this
see
is,
it. We see it. It just has
your
some
list of
translucent
classes for today.
sides.
Professor Clamp at Graphic and Fine Arts.
Just
Professor
I just want to make you think you might have,
Yes,
you
I
know,
think
took
you'll
some
find them very
drugs,
interesting. Both of them very interesting.
like those man-hating Barbie watchers.
I hope you'll find Salem Academy as rewarding as I did when I was a student here.
Thank you.
It's kind of interesting that Barbie took all the hit for
This is
its
William
like
speaking.
sentiments, because there's kind of like an anti, not America, no, that's not the word. It's an anti like American war spirit to Oppenheimer.
Yes, the new girl just arrived.
But I remember I reviewed the Good to See the legs move. Yeah, I hate it when legs are frozen. I believe paralyzed is the word.
So, if illusion and reality are different,
But in the remake of this movie, they made
They're
a like
also very
90s
much the
version
same.
that's free on YouTube because
what we think
nobody
we
gives a
see
shit.
is
And
as real as what we actually see.
that free version on the
Example,
YouTube,
optical illusion.
a woman is actually Satan. And I was like, because of course.
How many see the squares coming out from the canvas?
And they made it.
projecting
They
out
made a
from the
statement that like all powerful women came
Right.
from
How many
this
see the
one
opposite?
institute, and they're all powered by Satan. And I was like, well, that seems.
Okay. Now what I'm going to do,
It seems a
on
little
signal,
bit
I'll clap my
sexist,
hands,
but
you'll blink
that's
your
just
eyes
what
and then
I'm
stare
seeing.
right into the drawing. And those of
Most
you
of
who
these
see the
Republicans are
reverse of
hating
the
on
image you
Barbie.
just saw, raise your hands. All right, ready?
What I
Like-
love about the whole
Yeah,
Barbie
fair.
craze, because I don't know, I haven't seen it. It could be a very, very good movie. I do plan on seeing it at some point. I just wasn't like,
And?
you know,
Yeah.
super excited about it, but I was excited about Oppenheimer. That just
Good.
looked kind of dope to me.
Good. Everybody but our new classmate.
but-
Who was obviously concentrating.
What I
Sorry, I
enjoy
guess I wasn't concentrating.
No, I think you were concentrating on something, and therefore
About,
locked into your mind the very first image you saw. You have to let your mind hang loose.
the
But I did make
Barbie
my eyes.
craze is that
That's your
like Mattel is
The
like,
artist has to be
you know what
free
that
to
means?
see
That means we need to make
things in
more
different
toy movies.
ways,
That's what
to
people are
dare
asking for, and it's
see
like,
things unlike anyone has
maybe,
ever seen them before.
maybe.
Now let's
It
look at
has
some of our
nothing to
own
do with toys.
masterpieces.
Maybe it has to do with the people
We have
making
Roberta's
Barbie, and Barbie
landscape,
itself was interesting.
Which is still
Maybe
rather
that's what's
obvious,
going on.
But I'm sure she'll see more as she develops.
They're not listening to me. They don't answer my calls anymore over at Mattel. And of course, Oppenheimer is getting positive reviews. It makes America seem cool. It doesn't, though. It really doesn't. It doesn't make it. It doesn't make America look great or terrible. I think it makes like scientists and the American spirit look good, but then it also kind of shows you the side of the American spirit that's like, cool, you made what we want, now get the fuck out of our faces, because we don't care about your opinion, we just wanted the thing that you could make. And that's kind of the rub about that movie was, here's this guy creating something because he sees the potential of this war and what it could do to his way of life, and then he makes this thing and he assumes they're going to be responsible with it, and they're not.
I liked your painting.
And they're not, and he's just publicly outspoken about it, and some people hate him for that. And it's kind of a...
Pretty. Is she a student here?
Parts of it are kind of a bummer, man.
Martha
Kind of a big
says
old bummer
she's
sandwich.
dead now. Were you very close?
Not really.
Oh yeah, they don't
I
even
just
really
thought
get
that
into
she-
that. They mostly get over... They mostly talk about the people they fucked over, you know, in Japan.
You ready for round two?
Not funny, but,
You'll see that the eating cycle of the rodents
pretty
will become
intense
more
that they make
intense.
this thing, and they're like, oh my gosh, look at what we've done, we're such geniuses, and then they're like, here's the footage of what it looks like, and they're like, ooh, oh boy, that's pretty bad.
We'll teach them that the food is always behind the red door. And when they have that well learned, we'll take the food away and put it behind the white door. And when they learn that, we'll switch again
And you know women, skittish around mice.
and again.
And that's not sexist, that's just a fact. They fucked over the Navajo Nation by mining uranium on the lands that they've been allotted. Even today, kids are being born with it. Oh, I did not even know that.
Drive it crazy.
Why would I want to do that? Debbie.
I mean, the awkward thing about that section
Of course not. I might as well.
was just
ask
kind of
the
how,
rodents
like,
asked you.
Oppenheimer's like, this is where you gotta do it. And they're like, why would we do it there? And he's like, that's where all the scientists can meet in secret. You keep everybody in one location. You can hide all the secrets in there. Blah,
To
blah,
make them
blah.
passive,
And why would we want to do that?
so that they're not able to fight back again.
To show that a mind can be broken to any level by manipulation and locked on that level. To make it believe what we want. To act as we wish.
Yeah, they made it seem like it was just a stretch of unoccupied land, but it really wasn't. Well, there was a... Yeah, they omitted that then. Not a surprise, because it kind of makes them look like real big dick bags.
Step on its head.
It doesn't squeak. Can you tell me to point at that tail? Oh, on the other hand, don't forget to close the white door when you...
That's the kind of shit that happens when you have an all-girls school. Obviously, I'm joking. I'm playing a shitty,
You should have told the headmistress to notify
chauvinist
the family.
character building Legos.
Why not?
Doesn't have any parents. She's only got a guardian. He's somewhere in Europe.
Hi. Debbie, the doctor will be here soon. Well, what for?
'Cause you freaked out.
I don't need a doctor. Have you had this before? Had what? Don't you remember coming out of the psych
A
class and
touch of
suddenly
the
screaming?
crazies.
Like you were
As
in
someone who
some
went to a
terrible
female-dominated college, I can confirm that there was at least a lot of
pain. I
drama.
don't feel any pain. Hey, what time is it?
At the very least.
I want to go wash my face. I don't want to be late for Dr. Clampett's wine party.
Well, as somebody who went to a private Christian university, there was a lot of stupidity. And that wasn't even based on specific gender or anything. That was just the truth.
But you can't just dismiss it. We saw it happen.
I'm not just dismissing it. I just hate to feed something like this in such flimsy evidence.
Look, we're not asking you to judge Professor Jones.
I went to
Talk to him about his class. About why he's so hard on Debbie.
Were you saying? Would you say that the women fought there like cats and dogs?
Then we'll have to drop it.
Unless what?
Unless something else happens.
Well, let's just wait and
Everyone
see if
enjoys a
something
bit
else
of
happens,
drama.
if it ever does. Where's Jody? She promised to come.
She's still doing office duty for the Dragon.
But yeah, this movie kind of has this woman as like the head of the college, but she's actually under the control of this man who is Satan. And then in the remake, it was a,
How is Debbie?
She's fine now.
boom. Look at that. We got legs and they move.
Jody, have you been aware of any unusual conduct in your teachers or your classmates?
That's super dope. I'm super
Debbie's
happy about
outfit.
this. Boom. Bags number 3.
If that's the doctor.
But of course you did, Witchy Dragon, because you gotta choose a side. It was hard out there on those Vet Tech mean streets.
Yes, sir.
Do I have to start another Lego set? Because there's no way that this is gonna last maybe 2 movies. I'm just on a roll. I'm just cooking with gas.
Lucy, Deborah committed suicide.
A lot of people committing suicide out in this school.
It's 2 of us.
But when did you discover that that vet tech school was in fact the work of Satan? Because that's the only reason there'd be drama. It's definitely not human bound. What's going on here? Well, Ultra Mew, I didn't feel like punishing myself today. Man, I was just taking care of my tech assignments. Everyone wanted me to adopt the dog, but some girl was in grade higher that wanted her. People started spreading rumors that I was talking shit. We're watching Girls' School for Satans. And I'm building a large Lego minifigure. And I already got the torso and the legs. Now I just need some arms and a head. And I imagine the arms is what I'm working on right now. Right now we're dealing with a lot of small red pieces. Okay, I'm gonna head to bed. If you had the ability to torture me, would you stay a while, Ultra Mia? Good night, sir or madam. So there's no torture involved, you're just heading to bed. Well, have a good one, Ultra. Enjoy that sleep, have dreams of torturing others. You sadistic person. Let's be honest with each other.
Debbie, are you awake?
Well, I am now. People tend to get awake after you knock on their door in the middle of the night.
No, I don't mind.
I didn't know her, but that girl's suicide really shook me up.
Lucy?
Hmm.
Lucy was nice. She was really nice.
At the party, you said that makes 2 of us.
Martha Sayers. She committed suicide, too.
Isn't that the girl in your painting? What do you think made them do it?
Barbie.
I don't know.
Violence is never the answer. Violence is never the answer, is never the answer.
There were rats in Delacroix's maze. Maybe we
Well,
all
as
are.
long as you know the truth.
I wish those lights would come on again.
But arson is. Hey, that's very appropriate for Satan's School for Girls.
About your painting. I really do
They have classes on arson.
But that Martha girl seems scared to death of it.
I imagine animal sacrifice.
What is she so scared of?
Also, probably a lot of macrame
I don't know.
and other, crafts. A lot of crafts at Satan's School for Girls.
Something in it, maybe? Where is that room, Debbie? It's so strange. It's so cold and dark. It looks like a dungeon.
Seeing people dressed up in pink for the Barbie movie just makes me want to Get a pinky
like
and get the
it was a
words
memory.
Jujutsu Barbie embroidered on. Oh, I'm
It's
sure
like a
there's somebody who'll do
memory
it for
from a
you.
long time ago.
Because that's
Gee
what's
whiz.
important about all this marketing. I feel like your teacher wouldn't approve.
Here.
Witchcrafts.
I'm almost sure. I am sure it was right here in this building. Well, I better let you get some sleep.
I also
You
love
love.
stories where it's like, oh my gosh, my
Night.
sister killed herself. And the cops won't listen. I will enroll myself in that school. It's like, do you not have your own things to do? Like, what were you doing before this happened? Like, do you have a job? Do you have your own school that you're going to? It's still my regular black one I wear for everything that matters. My class and competition. How many? Well, they want more girls, you know, turning to Satan. And you can't do that just by putting it on the door. You gotta give out some free education. It's like, get out of here. Satan is afoot. I know I'm a rat. If there's one thing rats know, it's Satan. Movie on a Wednesday, blasphemy. But it's not just a movie, Petrick. I'm also making Legos, and this is a little giant minifigure, and soon it will have an arm. He needs something in the background while he builds Legos with Lego. Yeah, I didn't want to put the camera on my hands. Mostly because I've been chewing the hell out of my nails, even more than usual, so they look horrible. And I've been wanting, you know, an excuse to go back and throw on some of the older, older movies we did back in the day. And by we, I mean probably just me, because a lot of these were played with no one around back in the day. Wait, you're making a minifigure out of regular bricks? Is this an actual set? Yeah, dude. This set rules. The set number is in the description. But yeah. You build a giant minifigure out of Lego pieces. It is dope. This one that I saw, there was a special edition one that they were selling at like the Lego factory that's based on Redbeard, one of their old minifigure characters, and I was like, that thing's dope, but I don't have a passport and the ability to go to Denmark right now. The hand kind of leaves a little to be desired, if you ask me. Wait a minute. Oh, that's because I forgot to put this in there. That makes sense. Befriend a Dane and get him to buy it for you. Aw, because of the yellow and the green screen. But he has a little hand. Hi. No head, but a hand. But we're working on that other arm right now. I forgot how much of this movie is just this woman walking through the dark. Befriend a Great Dane, and then they can get you milk bones. Bum, 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 bum. And also always good boys and good girls. Yeah, I remember I had a Great Dane a long, long time ago. That was a pretty dope dog. Huge, though. The dog was massive. I remember one time I held onto her collar and my hand kind of got stuck in the collar and she took off and I just went with her because she had the power and I was not that large at the time and she just took me with. What would a school need with a dungeon? This movie asks. The whiny liberal left will tell you that schools don't need a dungeon. And I say, what happened to our tough college students that could handle being tortured?
Debbie, it's Elizabeth.
My girlfriend's family grew up with a Great Dane. They're sweet dogs, man. They're sweet, sweet dogs.
What's the matter? The room in your painting, I found it.
No. No! No, I invented that room.
It's identical.
I have never seen a room like that. Never.
What are you so afraid of?
I'm not afraid.
Why are you yelling?
Please.
People are trying to fucking sleep.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
With what?
Nothing. To get out of my room.
What's going on? I told her that I'd found the room in her painting. It's in the cellar of this building. So? Well, she's terrified of something in the painting.
Or something she thinks is in that painting. Look, Elizabeth, she's a very emotional girl. You saw that? And there's some
She's
creepy legend about a bunch of people who
emotional.
were killed in a
I'm
cellar
allowed to
around
say
here
it
a
because
long
I'm
time
also
ago.
a woman.
How is it supposed to have happened?
Big, sweet,
Well,
horse-sized
during
dogs.
the Salem witch trials, there were 8 young women who were accused of witchcraft and hung in one of the cellars.
Yeah, but look, all these old houses have cellars. It could have been any one of them. I'm going to bed.
It's a good idea for all of us.
Roberta, there was someone in that room tonight. I saw him.
For God's sake, don't tell Debbie.
Debbie's listening. She hears. She's got those womanly
Sooner or later, but without exception, all are driven to various forms.
We need a fainting couch in here.
Random, wild action that humans might call psychotic behavior. Now, the subjects are in abject terror. Let's examine what they're afraid of. Roberta.
What are you
Well, it
scared
looks
of?
like they're more mad than scared to me.
It's their terror that motivates their anger.
Were you paying attention?
The same is true of human beings. We're all apt to react more strongly to terror than any other emotion.
Just stopping by to say hi before I try to go back to sleep so I can fetch my sleep schedule. Well, Squirtle, thank you for saying hi. I appreciate it. Hopefully you fix that sleep schedule. Mine is currently completely boned. So I 100% understand the wanting to get that fixed. Because boy, oh boy, does it suck when it's not right.
So that a complete passivity takes over. And human reaction, though passive, is most dangerous in this state of terror. Elizabeth, what have you gotten out of this experiment so far?
Well, I'm not really sure. Do you want us to recognize the terror element or the motivation to violence?
Jody.
Beats me. I'm more lost than the rodents are.
I'm staying up till at least 2 a.m. to see Jupiter in the sky. That's why I'm here.
I wonder if Debbie is taking
You're only here because of Jupiter? You can't even lie to me and say it's because we're homies? You gotta say it's because of Jupiter? What did Jupiter ever do?
We'll continue tomorrow.
Just kidding. We have arms. We have arms.
Yeah, weirder every day, too. Somebody really ought to talk to the dragon.
We also have extra pieces that we're gonna keep.
Yeah. I wonder what he meant about Debbie.
Beats me.
Roberta? Huh? I think it was Professor Delacroix that I saw in the cellar last night.
I don't blame you, man.
That basement, the wine
If
cellar,
my
that
body could
room.
actually freaking go to sleep at 9:30, I would do it.
Maybe we better look at it again. We could go down there tonight after everybody's gone.
And we're on to bag number 4. That includes the face.
What if you're right?
The green screen is not helping, but you can see a little face. Alrighty, well, glad to be the opening act for Jupiter for you, Patrick. Alrighty, so we're building ahead. Not as in we're building ahead of the instructions, we're literally building ahead. Watch from bed, that's why we have smartphones for it, to keep our sleep schedules fact. Yeah, I mean, that seems to be why, right? Whole lot of walking around the school that my sister went to before she killed herself. Have a feeling Satan might be involved. And they keep pointing to this psychology professor because he's mean to rats. It was kind of funny because the remake of this really didn't have like a mystery of like who is the Satan. It was more of just like something's up with this school, and then you find out that the woman, woman head of department is Satan. Whereas this one is like, ooh, who's the Satan gonna be?
You ready?
You have returned, and I am on the head of this character. Bum, 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 bum. But now she has a body to look for this torture chamber with.
You ever been down here before? Once. We looked for props to use in a play. It's back here.
Back in the day when horror movies could just be, I found a room!
I never saw a door like that before.
Or
Hundreds of years ago.
situations where someone says, I've never seen a door like that before. It's like made of wood. And the hinges are old. And I've seen a lot of doors. You wouldn't even believe how many doors I've seen. And this door looks crazy different than all those other doors. I'm going through my inventory of doors in my brain. And I gotta tell you, this door, super different. Oh, she smells terrible. Suicide number 3. I complain a lot about some modern horror movies going over the top too early, but it's definitely better than the era where it was all doors and empty rooms, yes.
What's the meaning of this after hours? You know the rules.
Debbie's dead.
What?
We found her body in the cellar.
But how?
We don't know.
It looks like she committed suicide.
Oh. Oh, dear God. I'll have to call the sheriff.
Okay, make it about you.
Hello, this is Mrs. Williams, the headmistress at Salem Academy. We need you right away. Please hurry. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, shnikes.
They'll locate the sheriff as quickly as possible.
What do we do about Debbie?
I'll ask Dr. Clamper to lock the cellar door and wait for the sheriff. And I want you to promise me to say nothing to the rest of the girls until after the sheriff arrives. I don't want to panic in the middle of the night.
Yes, ma'am. Poor Debbie.
And Lucy Dambrow and that Sayers girl? Oh, come on, Roberta. You can't believe they all committed suicide.
Well, it would be one hell of a coincidence.
It sure would. 3 girls from the same school? No, they were murdered. Or at least driven to do what they did.
You mean like
That
the
makes more
rat in the
sense, yes.
maze?
I'd bet my life on it. What do you know about Delacroix?
Not much. But his personnel file reports are in those cabinets. The Dragon Lady keeps them on everybody.
Let's take a look. Come on.
Probably shouldn't call her the Dragon Lady in her office. That's just asking for
Wait a minute.
bad news.
It's gone.
All right. Now let's look for Lucy Dembrow and Martha Sayers.
What for?
Just a hunch. No file on Martha
I'm an
Sayers.
amateur sleuth, don't you know?
Gone too.
I have a Reddit
Maybe
and
she took them out
everything.
after they died.
Let's look for Debbie Jones.
It's gone.
But the headmistress didn't know she was dead until just now.
She wouldn't take him out of here just to hide him someplace else. That doesn't make any sense.
Unless she's
Probably
doing
doesn't
it.
even know they're gone.
Let's check out Delacroix's lab.
Shouldn't we wait for the sheriff?
Might be too late.
Okay. I'll tell you one thing, I'm checking out of here first thing in the morning.
I'll tell you what.
I mean, what's the matter?
I've just thought of another one of your great coincidences. Something all 3 girls had in common.
What?
All of them had no one to help them. All their parents are dead.
Elizabeth, so are mine, but you don't see me killing myself over it. Come on.
Yet. I also I mean, we're watching the movie now, but I also don't remember if there's like a motive for killing off these women that have dead parents. If they're just like... Almost lost one. I think John Carpenter did the music for this.
You were right.
That might just be the typical no parents, no one to miss them. Easier way to do away without making so much noise. Yeah, but I feel like Satan's got to have a motive. You know what I'm saying?
They were slaughtered. They were slaughtered. I know why you came here, and I know who sent you. It won't stop me. It won't silence me. It killed them the way it wants to kill me.
Who killed them?
It wasn't a person. You know it wasn't a person. Not me. I won't give in, not ever!
And there he goes. Ow, ow, ow. Really hurt my ankle. Ow. Boom. We got the bottom part of a head. Oh shit. And of course I broke part of the hand. I broke part of the hand.
What the devil's going on?
Thank God it's you. Delacroix was in his lab. He's killed all his animals.
He's gone crazy. He thinks somebody's after him.
Where is he now?
He ran toward the woods.
I'll try to stop him.
Alright, and now we got
Wait
the
for the police.
hat.
They're on their way.
Mrs. Williams
And
told
the
me
minifigure that looks
took
like
care
him.
of Debbie. Now look, if they see him with a gun, they might shoot him. Maybe you'll listen to me. You two wait here and don't scare the other girls. Wait right here.
Final bag. Bag number 5. Is the head silver or is it that green screen? Yeah, it's the green screen. Hold on. Actually, I'll wait till it's all put together. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here. To do is make the actual minifigure. I have the actual minifigure here. Let's build this last piece. And show you the whole kit and caboodle.
Judy, help me! Judy! Help me!
Oh no, she poked me with a stick. How evil! The evil poke of doom! If they don't let me on shore, how can I swim forever? This is truly the devil's work. Okay, not to be that guy, because obviously this man is in peril. But you just grab one and go, boop, you're in the drink, boop, you're in the drink, boop, you're in the drink. It's not hard. I mean, no offense. You're a grown-ass man, and they have long-ass poles.
Don't worry about him. He can take care of himself.
You could pull them into the drink. Get it together, bro.
You never will.
Get it together.
For all of us in school, and especially those of us without parents, he's fulfilled a very special need.
We can't just stay here and do nothing.
We're doing exactly what he told us to do. I always do that.
Sounds to me like you're in love.
Maybe. Very special kind of love.
Gross.
See, when I first came to the academy, I was really lost. He gave me confidence.
And then he showed me the power of evil.
Gave me a belief in my own ability. I was thinking of the word power.
Power? To do what?
Not that kind of power. Power to live. Power to never feel vulnerable again. Never feel like your life is right on the edge of being wiped out. And if it were, nobody would care. Nobody would give a damn.
Amen, sister. Wait, what are we talking about?
And more. Can't help you if you fight it. Can't help you if you resist it.
For this set, I think it will be pretty
right now,
dope.
I use all the help I can get.
Well, I guess it was easier for you. You had parents and a family.
No, all I had was a sister. She's gone now. My real name is Sayers. Martha Sayers was my sister.
That's right.
You see, I never really believed that she committed suicide. That's why I came here.
When she was here, Dr. Clampett tried to help her. She wouldn't listen to him.
Because he's
Satan. Very
Satan.
close to finding out what really happened to her. And Lucy. And Debbie.
I hope so, Elizabeth. I really do.
I mean, she wants you dead.
I couldn't
Because she
find him. He
loves
got away.
the Satan.
Police?
I don't know what's keeping them, but he could come back here looking for you two.
Maybe he always knew that Elizabeth was Martha Sayers' sister.
I'm sorry, I should have told you before. I just didn't know who to trust.
I understand. I don't want you here or in your rooms. It's the first place he'd look. Up to my classroom. Lock the doors,
Come to
draw
my
the
private
blinds, don't
place.
let anyone in.
Get comfortable. Like naked. I mean... nude. I mean... that's inappropriate. I'm a teacher. I'm an educator. I'm supposed to be a man you could trust. But I'm not. And everybody leaves. Everybody's like, that was pretty gross. Alright, I have no idea what the hell this is about. Seems like it's pretty long.
I'll get the lamp.
Alright, need to make 2 of these, whatever this is. You should have known something was up when what's-her-name ratted on her immediately. Oh, she's actually that girl's sister. Once she said that, you'd be like,
It would be best to clear the girls out of here for the night.
Why? What are you going to do?
Just clear the school.
No. No, I won't let you do any more. I don't know why I've let you do what you've done. But it's over now. It's all over. Oh. Please. Please.
I'm turning up the temperature remotely with my Wi-Fi. Climate control.
Please.
Jessica.
Yes, Dr. Clamford.
You'll do as you're told.
Yes, Dr. Clamford.
Damn. He's got her
Tell
wrapped
them
around
most
his
of the
finger.
staff, it's because of the power failure. And tell them that the power company has notified us that it can't be restored and it would be dangerous. I want everybody out.
Yes, whatever you say.
It won't be long now. It's almost over.
The bus is full, ladies. Try the minibus. Go to your room.
Keep moving.
Professor? Why can't we take our own cars?
Dragon Lady's orders. Doesn't want any of you pure and heart going out and making clandestine rendezvous. Don't you dare tell that battle axe I called her a Dragon Lady.
Oh, it's our secret forever.
Yes, forever.
Oh, by the way, Professor Jenkins said to tell you according to the register there's still 8 girls here.
Tell him I'll transport them along with the headmistress.
Alone in my vehicle. Howdy, Shadow.
All right, Rhodey.
What's cracking, bro? I'm here making some Lego, watching Satan's School for Girls, and a second movie, which will be...
Hey, they'll come in. Dr. Clamford said to stay here.
I'm not waiting.
Elizabeth, wait! Elizabeth!
I'm not waiting. That's how you die.
Wait!
If you are all curious about what I am building, I will show you when it's all done. Oh boy. We got a dead dude.
Elizabeth! Where have you been? I've been looking all over.
He's dead. What? In my car. I found him in my car. Where are the police? What's happened to them?
Come on, we'll call him again.
Mrs. Williams? Mrs. Williams, Professor Delacroix's dead. He's been murdered.
The headmistress isn't here right now. She told me to wait for her. She's gonna punish me. I know she is. But she's wrong. It's a lie. Somebody told her a lie about me. I wasn't in that room. I would never go down there.
What's wrong with her?
Did you tell
Uh-oh.
her? I bet you were the ones who told her I went down to that room.
Forget her. Get the police.
Hey, what are you doing? You can't use that phone. Miss Abigail doesn't let anybody use that phone.
Operator? Operator, I can't get anybody.
The phones must be out, too.
Everybody's gone. I saw them leave.
What are you talking about?
All the buses, they were headed toward town. Roberta, I think we're the only ones here.
I don't think I've seen this
You better
one.
get out of this office.
Well, let's
Miss
start with the
Abigail will
suicide.
give you demerits if she
Yes, it
catches you
did.
here.
Where's your car? The keys are gone. Somebody took them. Look, we could walk to the highway and hitch a ride into town.
No, that's a long way in the dark.
It's better than staying here with her.
Yeah, and whoever killed Professor Delacroix. I wish we had a gun or something.
Did she keep one?
Let's find out.
What are you doing? Miss Abigail will throw you out of school. She'll be back any
Wait a
minute.
minute, there's one in the basement. When I was down there looking for props, there was one in a steel cabinet in the basement.
Are you sure?
Yeah, one of the maintenance men kept it there, I think.
A gun and a couple of rifles.
No, you can't go down there. No, you can't go down there. That's why I'm in trouble. Miss Abigail doesn't let anybody go down there.
Okay, what do you say? Is it the highway or do we try for the gun? Let's get the gun.
No, please, please don't go down there. She'll think I sent you. Please don't go down there. Please.
This is definitely made in America. Ooh, let's get the gun.
We'll tell her that you didn't have anything to do with it, okay?
Okay. You tell her I was never in that room.
Oh, tell her any damn thing you please. You just stay put.
Okay.
I'll tell her absolutely anything if you just shut the hell up. We got shit to do.
Miss Abigail will tell him. She always tells him everything.
Where is it? On the wall. There's a key taped to the top of it. Oh, I got it. The rifles are gone. The revolver? I don't know. I'll look. It's empty. Hold it. You know how to use that thing? Yeah, I was brought up on a farm. My father had these around all the time.
I was brought up on a farm. Shot a lot of people. I mean animals.
Come on, let's get out of here. Wait, it could be one of the girls we've got to see. Okay. Walk to one side in case I have to use this thing. There's a light.
We've waited for you, Elizabeth. Look around you. 8 of my girls died here. 8, all unwanted, like you, like all of them. I have waited too long. Now I have found 8 to take their place. And like them, abandoned once again.
It's no coincidence that we don't have families, Elizabeth. He wanted it that way. It has to be that way. Jody, Roberta, who do you think he is? We know. Malleus Maleficarum, the hammer of witches. Some call him Satan.
That is dope.
I welcome what man
All
rejects. I beckon what man despises.
All right.
Forgive what man will not.
I'm going
You
to
don't believe that.
get rid of the green screen for
safe?
just a second.
None of you can really believe that.
All
They
right.
believe what they must. Tonight they will sacrifice
So here's a
their
giant
mortal
Lego
souls.
minifigure, right?
Willingly.
And you lift up the
Here where it
hat.
started. And they will return.
It's
with
being
me.
controlled by a tiny
crazy.
minifigure that looks just like him.
Listen to me. I don't know what kind of a hold he has on you.
Oh,
But
the
he's
little
killed Delacroix
joys.
and Debbie.
The little joys in life.
We know, Elizabeth.
Come with me willingly. Your sister would not.
Oh,
Nor Lucy
Lego.
Denbrough.
Oh, the joy you bring with so
Don't
little.
listen to him.
That thing will destroy us all.
Against his one. You've got to get out of here before it's too late. For God's sake!
For his sake or mine? They've already made that choice.
Anyway. Now I have to ask myself, do I really want to start another Lego set and another movie?
Come. We shall meet when I have the 8th.
I should probably turn that back on, huh? So you can watch the climactic ending to this film.
Mrs. Williams, there's a fire in
I'm
the basement.
plant monitor. I forgot to water these plants today. You won't tell Miss Abigail, will you?
I won't tell Miss Abigail anything. Now, come on, we have to get out of here. Give me that.
What are you doing?
Just a little arson.
Come on, get out. Come on! Oh, yeah, I want to see! Come on!
People told us about the power danger.
I
Looks like we're a little late.
closed up the box before I even put the instructions in it. Why does he have such a big old robe?
Everybody out?
No, not everyone.
Where's the headmistress? She'll have to notify their families.
They didn't have any.
Where's Dr. Kirk?
Where he belongs.
In fire. Oh, that's right. He turns into like frogs or some weirdness. I'm like, I'll be back. Well, that was Satan's School for Girls. Jeez. I could, in theory, start another set or something. What do we got? A little under an hour, 45 minutes. What is the other movie's length? That is the question. It doesn't say, so let's check. let's throw on some Wasp Woman. We'll see how that goes. And while that's happening, we can take a look at this set, which was just a 12-in-1 creator set. Or creative set, so you can just build a whole bunch of different things with this. And we have 12 options. Of them, well, a few of them don't look like anything. I remember on TikTok there was a guy talking about how LEGO intentionally makes their boxes a certain way when they don't want people to keep their boxes, and I remember being very annoyed by that. Because it's like, dude, just make the boxes easy to open and close, because we like to keep our boxes. I like to keep my boxes for everything. The Wasp Woman begins with just a mild-mannered beekeeper. Keeping bees. This is a thick book. There's a lot of options. Ah, this is the one where the Awful Catwoman movie was a secret remake of. Yeah, basically. Oh my gosh. That Catwoman movie, man. It was nuts how I'm like watching, I'm watching the Catwoman movie, and it gets to this villain, I'm like, is this really the plot of a Roger Corman movie? Like, they literally just stole it from that. They were like, no one will notice.
Your bumper is not going to hurt you one bit. Just relax and sleep. Sleep, 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 and in the morning, you'll find yourselves in your new home. Ain't my pitch?
Meanwhile, the man talking to bees. Gonna be a lot of crinkling. A lot of bag crinkling here. This movie sure does take a long time to get to the point. also sure you don't keep wasps like that. You keep bees like that. It's going to be a stickler.
Good morning, Doc. What you got there?
Aaron, I found some new friends. Listen.
Wasp, you better be careful. They can sting a man to death.
Don't worry, we understand each other. They know who their
You know, the
friends
Catwoman director only directed 3 movies, and that was
Yeah, but
arguably
they
the
know
most
when you
well-known
ain't,
one.
too.
Poor bastard never had a chance.
If you knew about Wasp what I know, you'd have no fear of them or boys.
Well, sometimes you make trash. Well, at least, like, I know Halle Berry accepted her Razzie and gave a pretty good speech about
Hey, you! Give us a hand here.
being a part of that
Hello there,
film.
Mr. Barker. Yeah, surprised to see you out here in the field, sir. Now, how are things running at the front office?
Smooth as honey, Renfro. I see here you turned in over 1,000 pounds of orange blossom honey and 400 beeswax last month, Renfro. Congratulations. You've made the top of the list again.
Thank you, sir.
Well, they honey needs your kind of man, Renfro. You stay with it, and I can see a bright future for you with the company.
Well, I do try to do my best, Mr. Barker. I try to take my inspiration from the bees. Always busy, busy, busy.
Yes. What about this fellow, Dr. Zinthrop?
Zinthrop? Boy, there's a nut. Him and his bees. You know, it wouldn't surprise me someday to see him flapping his arms, taking off after some queen bee with the rest of the drones.
Well, he's paid to do research on royal jelly. Haven't had a progress report from him in a month.
Ah, he has a little workshop up there back of the orange grove. Keeps a few colonies.
I suppose I better go up there and take a look.
Uh-oh. No progress report in a month.
Hey, you! Where's this fellow Zinthrop?
Oh, he's up where the extractor is, up there.
Hey, hey.
This isn't a honeybee. These are wasps.
What? Who's responsible for this?
Most likely Dr. Zinthrop, sir. I told you he was a crackpot.
Zinthrop, huh? Zinthrop.
Oh, the Razzies. I do feel like the Razzies are a chance, like, especially if it's somebody who's still making money and it's all in good fun. I think the Razzies are a great thing. But if you want to dogpile on some shit that clearly is just, you know, a bad situation, that sucks. Like Catwoman, I think everybody kind of made out alright.
Now look here, Zinthrop. What's all this nonsense about wasps?
I'm so glad you dropped it, Mr. Barker. Mr. Barker, I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
Discovery? What do you mean?
Well, sir, I almost perfected a new method of extracting royal jelly from the queen wasp.
According to my figures, you're better at extracting funds from the company. Now look here, Zinthrop. Over $1,000 last month for miscellaneous.
Yes, I know. But Mr. Barker, let me just show you something.
Oh, yes, I know. I fudge the numbers, because I do what I want, and what are you going to do about it, you bitch?
Soon, I shall be able to reverse it entirely.
What are you getting at, Zinthrop?
Look, what do you see?
See a big dog and a little dog.
Let's say an old dog and a young dog.
All right. So what?
Well, they're exactly the same age. You see, the little one, Greta, has been given regular injections of my compound from the queen wasp.
Just like I told you, Mr. Barker.
Now look here, Zinthrop. I understand about science and progress and all that, but you were obtained to extract queen bee royal jelly. Now it's a health food, a cosmetic. It's not a miracle drug or an elixir of youth. That sort of thing is impossible.
Oh, but Mr. Parker...
Zinthrop, I'm sorry, Zinthrop, but I'm going to have to let you go. You just don't seem to be one of the team. You understand. Good luck. I'm sure you'll fit in somewhere.
Just not here, so pack your shit.
Fit in. Somewhere.
Maybe I'll fit in at your mom's house.
Oh, no, don't worry, my friend. We shall find a home somehow, somewhere. Oh, but you sound impatient. I know. It's your babies, huh? They're hungry and they must be fed. Now, how would you like a nice, juicy little caterpillar, huh? You'd like that, wouldn't you? There. Now, you must eat them and be strong because, well, there's a lot of work to do together. Yes, sir. A lot of work.
And now that I started this one, I remember it took so long to get to, like, the actual Wasp woman. I was like, where is this woman who will have the powers of a wasp?
The fiscal quarter have dropped 14.5%. There has not been a corresponding drop in our competitive sales. I trust one of you gentlemen has a satisfactory explanation for this decline. Not one little suggestion, gentlemen. We'll start with you, Thompson. As public relations manager, no doubt you have some faint glimmering of what's happening to stolen products. Well, Thompson?
Well, you see, I
had no idea you're such an excellent public speaker, Thompson.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Darlin. I guess I'm not feeling very well this morning.
I'm sorry you are.
I think I can tell you why Starlin products are falling off so badly, Miss Starlin.
We're listening, Lane. Where would you put the responsibility for this decline?
On you, Miss Starlin.
Damn.
I imagine you have arguments to support that contention.
We've all been looking at it for the past 20 minutes. The most convincing argument is right on that graph. May I show you? Thank you. Now, right here in April is when Starlin sales started falling off.
Very clever of you, Lane.
Would you mind waiting until I finish, Miss Starlin?
That's enough, Lane.
Relax, Willis. My apologies for the interruption. Go on.
Thank you. Now, as I said, sales began to fall in April. But the reason for the fall was back here in February. Starlin products have always been thought of as something of a modern miracle in the cosmetics trade. A firm built to a multi-million-dollar-a-year business on the strength and appeal
It's a little
of one person,
lifeboat. It's a little lighthouse.
From the beginning, right through until February of this year, only one woman's face was used to advertise those products. Your face, Miss Starlin. The public have come to accept you as a symbol. Well, now, after 16 years, they see a different face. They don't trust it. They feel cheated. The simple fact is that Starlin Cosmetics should have Janice Starlin's picture advertising them. Well, that's about all I've got to say.
A darn good job of saying it, too. I agree. Lane makes a lot of sense on that score, Miss Starlin.
I think I've had enough flattery for one morning, gentlemen. It was a very convincing argument, Lane.
A romantic relic.
There's only one small factor you've overlooked. Not even Janice Starlin can remain a glamour girl forever.
Miss Darlin.
Yes, Mary.
There's a Mr. Zinthrop in reception. He says he has an appointment.
Thank you. Well, it's been a very informative get-together. That'll be all for now.
Where someone basically said, the reason we're losing money is because you're old, and you refuse to give up the crown.
Oh, Arthur.
Yes, Miss Darlin.
I'd like to see you in my office, please.
Sure, Miss Darlin. Hotshot. Something on your mind, Miss Dolan?
You've done some work on royal jelly, haven't you?
A little.
Are there any real therapeutic values in it?
Well, I'd say so. Of course, a lot depends on each individual's reaction to the stuff.
What do you mean?
It's just that no two people reacted precisely the same way. One man's meat's another man's poison.
Oh. That you think royal jelly can be beneficial in some cases.
Queen Bee said a lot of store by it.
I'll accept that as an affirmative answer. Supposing a more powerful form of royal jelly could be obtained. From the queen wasp, for example. I mean, do you suppose that might have some rejuvenating effect on a human being?
I'd stay away from wasps if I were you, Miss Dolan. Socially, the queen wasp is on a level with the black widow spider. They're both carnivorous. They paralyze their victims and then take their time devouring them alive. They kill their mates in the same way, too. Strictly a one-sided romance.
Well, I'm not exactly interested in the love life of the queen wasp. I want your opinion on the possibilities of using enzyme extracts from royal wasp jelly, commercially.
Well, if you want an honest opinion, Miss Dolan,
Of course I want an honest opinion.
then my advice is forget about it.
Thank you, Arthur.
Anytime, Miss Dolan.
That guy was like cool, calm, and collected, like, don't even think about those things. And then this other guy's gonna come in and be like, it's gonna work. It's gonna make you younger. Trust me.
Janice Starlin Enterprises.
Miss Darling?
Yes. How do you do? I'm afraid I won't be able to give you much time, Mr. Winthrop.
But it is I who give you the time, Miss Darling. Oh, yes. Plenty of time I give you. 10, maybe 15 years I give you.
I want you to understand one thing very clearly, Mr. Winthrop. I expect absolute proof of what you claimed in your letter. Tangible proof, not words.
Such proof you shall get, madame, and more. But I think I better show you in the laboratory, yes?
All right.
They have a laboratory in that building.
Look.
They look terrible. Why don't you put them out of their misery?
Madame, you ask for proof. Please be kind enough to look at proof you ask for. May I proceed? Thank you.
He just straight up does magic tricks.
Come.
Seems like a little bit of animal abuse. Just a wee bit.
Madame, you shall see a miracle you shall not believe. Oh, no tricks. You may look if you like. I have no tricks. Well, don't look at me. I'm not changing.
Not probable.
I see you do not believe one animal, so I bring two. I show you again, yes?
Yes, I must be sure.
Yes, madame. darling, that
Crazy
my
Central European doctors are in every post-war movie ever.
What are your terms, Mr. Zentrup?
First, I must have a laboratory equipped with everything I need for my research. If we're successful, well, I ask for a little percentage. But I must get full credit for my discovery. That is most important to me.
I'll have Gordon draw up the contract.
Oh, contracts, I do not need to give you your word. Good enough, Rick.
You amaze me. Frankly, when I received your letter, I thought you were just another eccentric. But there's always a chance.
Frankly, when I received your letter, I assumed you were a crazy,
nothing short of a miracle.
a psycho.
2 miracles. And you say that you'll accept my word that I won't cheat you.
You won't. I know you're a good woman, even if you do not like other people to know it. However, my formula may not be good for human beings. I have not tested yet.
You will on me.
Oh, no. There might be danger.
Those are my terms, Mr. Zentrup. Janice Starlin will be your next guinea.
Very well. Though it may take a little time to prepare sufficient.
If he was a good doctor, he would have been like,
I'll
nah.
make whatever arrangements you may need for your equipment.
Thank you, madame.
But he's not a good doctor.
Now I see how you're built. All this.
I'm very close to losing it, Mr. Zentrup. Maybe working together we can save Janice Starlin Enterprises. Maybe even make it bigger than ever before.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I'm sure the next 3 months we will see a rise in Starlin sales that will surpass anything we've dared imagine. Mr. Zentrup is working on the final stages of a development that will revolutionize the cosmetic industry. He's to have a free hand in his experiments and will be answerable to no one but myself. At the moment, I cannot divulge the nature of Mr. Zentrup's experiments, but I can assure you it will bring worldwide recognition to Janice Starlin Enterprises.
Suspicious. Can't tell you what he's doing. I can just assure you that it will make us lots of money.
I don't know. This Zentrup must be the granddaddy of all confidence men, taking a gal like Starlin. Why doesn't somebody wise her up?
Like you, for instance? Bill, what makes you think Zentrup really isn't on the level? After all, we don't even know what he's working on. It could be very legitimate.
You're as bad as she is. Oh, women.
Men. Every time you're stuck for an answer, you always come up with women. You're not getting out of this one so easily. I'd like to know why you think Zentrup really hasn't got something.
Well, you can call it male intuition if you like. It's just that there's something about this whole business that doesn't smell right. The private laboratory, the secret experiments, Zentrup himself. The only thing that's missing is a genie with a lamp.
You better leave the intuition to me. Come on. I'll let you buy me dinner.
Buy your dinner. What's happened to your sporting blood? I thought we were going to toss for the check.
Oh, no. You won the last 3 times.
All right, look, I'll make a deal with you. Dinner is on me if you promise to keep an eye on what goes on in there.
What do you want me to do? Read her mail and send you messages and keep the code?
You could do worse.
Oh, no, Mr. Cooper, not you, too.
I've been trying to tell Bright Eyes here that I think Zentrup is a phony and a confidence man.
If I were sure of that, I wouldn't be worried. I think he's a lot more dangerous. A quack.
Oh, I don't follow you, Coop.
Well, a confidence man would just be interested in your money. The only damage they can do is to your pocketbook. A quack can be fatal.
Wowzers.
So I said to him, I said, listen, Ivy, I'm getting sick of this TV every night. I mean, you know, we can do the same thing in a nightclub. Well, almost. morning. Janice Starlin Enterprises. I got 2 words for you. Drop dead. Twice. Irving calls me to tell me Dr. Cyclops is on Channel 9 tonight. Christ, I've seen it twice already.
Good morning. Is Miss Darling in her office now?
Oh, Miss Starlin's in conference. Would you like to speak to her secretary?
Oh, no. Just say to Miss Darling I should like to see her when she has time, huh?
Yes.
Just tell her we need to work on those.
No.
That was the most sultry way of answering a corporate phone. They do things different there.
What a character. A regular 2-eyed Dr. Cyclops. Even the bow.
Good morning. May I see Miss Zardling, please? He's a real weirdie. Wonder what his game is.
Who cares?
You know, Morton thinks he's a crackpot. I heard him telling Cooper so. Old Buckeyes really has the execs worried.
But what?
That's just it. They don't know.
Oh. So anyway, back to Irving.
Yeah, what is the point of that scene?
Good morning, Miss Darling. Good morning.
Good morning. I couldn't get away any sooner. Is it important?
Miss Darling, do you remember the big cat I showed you last week? No?
What about it?
Well, I want you to look at him. Come.
No.
Quite a difference yet.
That's incredible. Say, Mark.
A cat?
You're young again. Can you realize what that means? You're a kitten again. Your whole life to live over. How does it feel?
I think perhaps you'll be able to find out for yourself, Miss Darling. Today will be your first injection.
Asking for death. You test it like a bunch on different animals before you just start shoving it into humans. Boom, boom. Don't use phrases like "what a character movie." Your characters are nearly as memorable as to one thing.
Mr. Gleason of accounting on line 3.
What is it, Gleason? I've sent you a memo. Mr. Zinthrop has carte blanche to order anything he requires.
It is no concern of yours, Gleason.
Make out a check for the full amount.
Sue? Mary. Can I talk to Mr. Lanham? Bill? Hey, listen. Gleason just got a bill for $2,300. Zinthrop. Enzyme extract.
What an incredibly selfish person. There's one thing to want to come out with this to like save your company,
Yes, we are.
but it's another thing to just be like,
Improvement in the tissue.
I want to be young and fuck everything else.
Why is it taking so long? It's the 3rd week.
You forget, my dear, there's more to you than a little kitten, no? Besides, there's a difference in metabolism.
Why not increase the dosage? Wouldn't that step up the process?
So unfortunately, I have to turn it.
My dear,
But I shall most assuredly try to be at more streams. I could use the distraction lately. Will Felix? That's orange. It's not even green. I was gonna say here's a little lollipop for you, but alas, it won't be seen. Have a good one, Felix. Good to see you. Hopefully you get some rest, and I'll catch you next time.
Oh, a great deal more powerful than the solution of the music in your injection.
Oh?
Yes. And I think it will be better for lotions. As an emollient lotion, it'll make estrogenic creams and all such products old-fashioned. My dear, Stalin will be world famous, bringing you to millions.
You're right, Winthrop. There are going to be a few red faces in my advertising department.
But I am right. Why, your own mirror will tell you that I am right. Why, you look at least 5 years younger than you looked 3 weeks ago.
I know.
Will you let me talk to Bill a minute, Sue? Thanks. Bill, I think I've got it. Yeah, I'm a nervous wreck. At lunch.
You'll have to translate for me, Coop. I'm not very good at that technical stuff.
Pseudo-technical. Mr. Zinthrup's a very capable, confident man from what I read in this letter. He claims he can stimulate the processes of rejuvenation through the use of enzymes extracted from wasps.
Oh, for...
Well, what are you two Sherlocks going to do about it?
Right now, I don't know.
Frankly, I'm getting tired of the whole business. That woman's so intent on holding back time, she's ready to fall for the first phony line she hears. Wasps.
Bill.
Face the facts. Mary Janice Starland has built her whole life on youth and beauty. Now that she's losing them, she's scared to death. Right now, she's on cloud 9 with that quack Zinthrop that I'd hate to be around when she comes back down to earth.
Well, maybe we can let her down easy. I think we owe her that much.
Yeah. Well, what are we going to do? We can't just let Zinthrop build up her hopes and then knock the props out from under her.
How can he do such a terrible thing? Poor Jan. There must be something we can do before it's too late.
He's got a mighty convincing argument. Very impressive to the layman. 10 to 1, he's got a record just as impressive. Well, there are ways to find out. The answer might be right here in our hands. Ted. I'm going to keep this letter for a day or two.
Wait a minute. Suppose she finds out it's gone. I'm the only one with access to that desk. She'll know I took it.
Well, that's a chance you have to take, Mary.
I think we can be pretty sure that Coop knows what he's doing, honey.
Well, come on, young lover.
What a dick. He just straight up takes it. He's like, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. A lot of women walking through the dark in the movies we got going on today. I imagine everybody has topped off, as they say. I need to get this set taken apart. I need to get a bag. I think I may have said this when I watched it the first time, but it is funny how he's like, if it's a con man, he only hits your pocketbook, but if he's a quack, it might hurt your health. And then they read over his letter and he's like, yep, he's a con man. And it's like, then at least you don't have to worry about health, you only have to worry about money. I'm feeling really waspy. It's a really boring fridge. It's only got things to inject into your body. No brewskis. No lunch meat. Sup, bitch? Do I suddenly look hot?
What is it, Maureen?
It is you, Miss Darling.
Of course it's me.
Alright, I will be right back.
Who did you think it was?
One sec.
You look so different.
Finish your nails. Maureen.
Hmm?
I think your phone is ringing.
Oh, yes, Miss Darling. Good morning. Janice Darlin Enterprises.
Gentlemen, Janice Darlin Enterprises is about to start on the most widespread publicity campaign in the history of the cosmetic industry. Our slogan will be, Return to Youth with Janice Darlin.
Oh.
When Mr. Zinthrop arrives, there will be a press interview, and all questions regarding the rejuvenation process will be referred to him. That'll be all for now, gentlemen.
It's amazing.
Oh, it's wonderful.
You made it far.
I said that will be all for now, gentlemen. Good morning. Oh, not you, Mary. Wait a moment, please.
Yes, Miss Darling.
Isn't it wonderful? It's a miracle. A wonderful, incredible miracle.
We were so worried about you. We really thought you were in danger. We even went to plotting how to rescue you from Mr. Zinthrop. Oh, it seems so silly. It seems ridiculous.
Oh, Mary. Mary, how old do I look? Tell me. How old? How old do I look? Tell me. How old?
23, maybe 22.
That's how old I was when I started Janice Darlin Enterprises. Do you
What a
realize?
good way to make me feel like an old piece of shit.
Back where I started, 18 years ago, with what it took 18 years to accomplish. It's like a dream.
And he's gonna be like, huh, I had more serum than I remember. minutes left. This cat is angry. This cat wants snacks.
Years ago, a bunch of quacks were treating people with monkey glands. Seemed to work for a while. And then the deterioration set in.
That's awful. Do you think that will happen to Jan?
I don't know. If I could just get inside of his lab and run a breakdown on what he's using.
I'm pretty sure he could see you. I remember thinking this guy was kind of a dick the first time I watched this too. Because he's like, just getting up in everybody's shit, just taking shit, telling people to deal with it. Kind of a douchebag about it. Wasps. By the way, he has broken into this lab. He doesn't belong there.
Mr. Zentra! Mr. Zentra? Mr. Zentra?
He's in there with the wasps.
To find him, Mr. Hellman. I don't care what it costs.
We'll find him, all right. Sooner or later, we find them all.
Time is vital, Mr. Hellman. Every hour he's gone, it means more than you can possibly imagine.
Well, you haven't given me very much to go on. No home address, no former employer, no phone. This is just like starting from scratch.
Mr. Zentrop wasn't a conventional employee. He didn't go through regular personnel.
Uh-huh. You say he came here about a month ago. Well, how did he come here, Miss Starlin? He just didn't walk in off the street, did he?
The letter. Right here in my drawer.
Maybe one of the other drawers.
So that's what she meant.
What who meant? Miss Starlin. The letter's been taken, and you think you know who took it. Is that right?
My secretary, Miss Dennis.
You got her address handy?
Her phone number.
It might be better if I busted in on her cold. This way she'll have a chance to prepare a story.
I know what I'm doing.
All right.
Mary? Janice, darling.
But before I went to lunch, I made a duplicate copy of Mr. Zinthrop's letter. I was going to take that one to Bill and Mr. Cooper at first, but then I thought that the original would be better.
Have you got the copy?
Yes, it's in my desk.
Get that copy, Miss Dennison. 946 West 73rd Street, Manhattan.
This dude has such a good
right.
detective face.
Get right on it, Jerry, and check back with me as soon as you can.
That dude's a Jerry. Never has a non-dialogued character had a better name. That is 100% Jerry at that desk.
Yeah. Oh. You're sure he's our boy? Uh-huh.
Is he?
Central emergency. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, it looks like we've got him. There's a John Doe down at Central Emergency, auto accident. There's no identification on him, but he was wearing a lab smock and Phil Zinthrop's description.
Mary, get my coat and Len, get a cab downstairs. He badly hurt.
Head injury, general contusions of the body.
He's making me young.
He's had a severe injury, and there's definite brain damage. Just how much, we can't tell as yet.
How long before you'll know?
It's hard to say, Miss Starlin.
Who's the best man for this kind of injury?
Well, there are several top specialists.
Get the best. I'll take full responsibility for the expenses.
Yes, Miss Starlin.
I need this genius to make me look 20 forever.
I don't know, Arthur. I think it best we wait.
It's been 3 days since the accident, Jan. And no sign of improvement. He's still in a coma. You heard what the doctor said. He may never regain consciousness. And even if he does, who knows how badly his brain has been damaged.
Well, I'll give it another 48 hours. If he doesn't regain consciousness by then, well, you can take over the laboratory, Arthur.
Janet.
It's my decision.
Yeah, this asshole. He's just wanted in on that good. She gave her just a little bit too much of that wasp juice.
Incredible. Right in front of our noses. We can't have used it all. I could run a qualitative analysis.
This dude wants up that corporate ladder, man. This guy will not rest until he is at the top. He doesn't give a shit what he has to do. A B&E, I'm pretty sure he'll do a murder just to be at the top of that corporate ladder. This guy don't give no fugs. He's like, this is just Mountain Dew. Yep. It's really bad. This dude makes me sad just by his look. I'm the security guard, but I'm like Indiana Jones.
Phone thing always goes on a fritz right in the middle of a good program.
Just had to do a little murder. Just a little murder.
It will be the biggest advertising campaign in the history of cosmetic advertising. Every newspaper and magazine in the country will be flooded with our new slogan. Return to youth with Janice Starlin.
Excuse me, Miss Starlin.
What is it, Thompson?
Well, I think we should be a little conservative, Miss Starlin. Cosmetics are one thing, medications another. We're liable to run into trouble.
Yes. All advertising copy will be cleared through your office.
Well, it's a touchy business, you know.
Max is right, Miss Starlin.
Don't have to second the motion, Lane. I want one thing understood very clearly now, gentlemen. Janice Starlin Enterprises is going to bring the most fantastically saleable product ever developed by modern cosmetics to the public. And I don't intend to be restricted by timidity on the part of my own staff. Is that clear? Are you all right, Miss Starlin?
I will kill you like a wasp.
I'm fine. Can I get you something? I'm all right. I'm all right. Thank you. I have some aspirin in my purse. Sorry, Mary.
Oh, funny. Do you have any quiet pills?
Well, that'll be all for now, gentlemen.
Hi. Hi, sweetie. Gee, I sure hope they give the girls working at Starlin first crack at that new stuff. Imagine being 18 again. I guess if it can take 15 years off Starlin, it can take 10 off you. What do you mean 10? Face it, honey. This is Maureen you're talking to. Yeah? Well, if I were you, I'd take a double dose. Then maybe Irving wouldn't watch television so much. So who says he looks at it? I can't imagine what else he does. Free guess.
Gross.
Come in yet? Missed a board meeting this morning. I bet Starlin's having a fit. He should worry. Uh-oh. See you later. Bye, honey.
Oh.
Hi, pretty puss. You know where, Miss Starlin's office is?
Suite number 1.
La-dee-da, the Duchess of Flatbush herself.
How'd you like to have this phone wrapped around your ear, wise guy?
It's more like it, sister.
I like harassing people for no reason.
Suite number 1.
Thank you. Miss Starlin. Oh, what is it, Mary? Is there anything I can do? Yes. Is Mr. Sinthrop's room ready?
Oh, uh-huh. The nurse is fixing the emergency equipment now, and the ambulance is due any minute.
Be sure to let me know when it arrives. Oh, Mary, please, before you go, could you see if you could work that thing?
Oh, sure. I've seen lots of these.
Oh, simple enough. That'll be all, Mary. Thank you. We've had a room specially made over for you, Mr. Zinthrop. And Miss Warren has a room adjoining yours, so there'll be someone near you at all times.
Thank you. Thank you.
When you're feeling better, Mr. Zinthrop, there are a few things I'd like to discuss with you.
Good, good.
He's like, I don't remember anything I used to do. I think I'm a professional wrestler.
We'll do everything we can to make you comfortable, Mr. Zinthrop. I'm going to spend the nights here in my office. So if anything develops, I'll be on hand.
Thank you. Thank you. Stop. Only there's something. I must tell you something important. But I cannot remember.
I'm sure it can wait. Right now, the main thing is to get you back to health. Take good care of him, Miss Warren.
Yes, Miss Darling.
Sure is funny about old Coop.
He misses one day at work and you're ready to call missing person.
Well, he's a pretty conscientious guy, honey. If he felt sick or something, he'd have called in.
Relax. He'll probably be in bright and chipper in the morning.
Interrupting something?
Oh, we were just having a little coffee clutch, Miss Starlin. We were talking about Mr. Cooper.
What about Mr. Cooper?
Well, about his missing the meeting this morning. Nobody's been able to reach him all day.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. Mr. Cooper's been here a long time. Probably feels he's entitled to take a day for himself now and then.
That's what I've been trying to tell Mr. Lane.
Oh, by the way, Miss Starlin, how is Mr. Zinthrop?
Oh, fine. In a few days, we'll start the layouts for the campaign.
Oh, I'm ready when you are, boss.
Look those over.
Hey, Bill.
Huh?
Don't go getting any ideas about the boss.
For me? Don't be silly. I just wanted to know that I'm an eager member of the team. Still, she is looking a lot younger these days, isn't she? You think Zinthrop would give you any of those treatments? You know, break the watch or something?
This dude is so screwed. This guy was dead the moment they showed him. The moment he got on screen.
What's that? What?
Here, lie back now. You just had a bad dream. Lie down now. Go to sleep.
Such horrible sound. Like a
I don't know if I noticed the shirt he was wearing the first time. It's kind of a funky shirt.
Tell Mr. Green that personnel is his responsibility. I have other things to think about than worrying whether the night watchman walked off the job.
Well, that's just it, Miss Darlin. Mr. Green feels that the watchman never left the building. His lunch pail and his raincoat are still in the basement.
I don't want to hear anything more about it, Mary.
All right, Miss Darlin.
We'll use these.
Oh, fine.
She swears she heard a scream from one of the other floors. Zinthrop heard it too, but she convinced him he was having a bad dream.
Oh, maybe they both were.
That's not funny anymore, Mary. There's something going on in that building. And I'm going to find out what it is.
How?
Have a look around Cooper's lab, for one thing. After that, I don't know.
Hold it steady.
Bill, this is crazy. We could really get in trouble.
This woman is really a ride or die chick, man.
I won't tire him, Miss Warren, but it is important.
All right, Miss Darlin. I'll be in my room.
Zinthrop, you've got to help me. Something's happening. Something's happening to me. I can't control it.
There is something I must remember, but I can't.
Try to think. The Wasp enzymes. The extracts you were experimenting with before the accident. Try to think.
I can't.
Well, this is Zinthrop's notebook, Mary. Notes on his experiments with Jan.
Well, how did Cooper get hold of it?
I don't know. If only Coop would show up. Mary, look.
It's Mr. Cooper's pipe.
Don't you get it? He's going to go out without his pants on, leave that pipe behind. He's still somewhere in the building. I bet a year's salary on it.
If he is,
He's dead. And the night watchman.
There's only enough left for one more injection. One more. You've got to make more, Zinthrop. Help me, Zinthrop.
Please, my head. Oh, my head.
Zinthrop, help me!
Oh, what?
Help me!
She doesn't really look like a wasp. Looks like he did more than just pass out, but I don't want to,
Is he asleep?
I don't know.
Don't touch him.
If anybody knows what's behind all this, it's him. Mr. Zinthrop.
Bill. Look at...
A sweater. What could it mean? I'm one of you now. I am the Wasp Woman.
Well, her coat, purse, and everything else is still in there. She wouldn't go out without her purse.
Bill, let's get out of here. I don't like it.
I can't. I can't. You must warn her.
Mr. Zinthrop.
Who are you?
Well, there's nothing to be alarmed about, Mr. Zinthrop. I'm Bill Lane, and this is Miss Dennison, Miss Starlin's secretary.
Miss Starlin. The cat.
What about a cat?
Must warn her. Injections. Must not take any more injections.
Is Miss Darlin in danger?
Terrible danger. I was...
Take it easy, Mr. Zinthrop. You're still pretty weak. Mary, see if you can get Jan on the phone.
All right. All right.
There's no answer.
Oh, Miss Darlin? Is that you, Mary?
Where are you? We're in the building. We're in Mr. Zintrop's room. Something's happened down
Here,
here.
let me talk to her. Hello, Miss Starlin. This is Lane.
Why are you and Mary still in the building?
I must help.
Someone has got Mary.
I must help. You must not
I
hold
can't
me
explain
back.
now, Miss Starlin.
I must go.
Hang on to
I
her.
must help. You must not hold me back.
Don't worry, Mr. Zinthrop. We won't let anything happen to Miss Darlin.
Hello. Hello, Miss Starlin.
What's going on down there?
Stay in your office. I'll be right up. Keep an eye on Zinthrop, honey. I'm going upstairs.
Oh, no. The insect. The insect.
Take it easy, Mr. Zinthrop.
You do not understand. Miss Darling, she's in danger. I must warn her.
Look, I'll have to stay here. You go for Jan. When you get up there,
You
call
don't
the police. You can't
understand.
get outside on this phone.
All right.
She's a Wasp Woman.
now the police. Now the police.
What is this, Mary? Please, will you please call the police? What for? Look, I don't have time to... Mary!
Damn.
I'm sorry I had to do that. There's no time for hysteria. Now, what is this?
The enzymes, they're going crazy.
Sure, Mr. Zinthrop. Now, you just relax and take it easy. Everything will be all right. We'll take care of those, whatever
You do not understand. You do not understand that girl. You shouldn't have sent her upstairs. She's in danger. You must stop her before it is too late.
Okay, as soon as the cops get here, we'll take her.
Oh, you fool, you fool. Miss Darling will kill her and tear her body to shreds.
Miss Starlin, kill Mary?
Miss Darling is not a human being any longer. The enzymes have changed her. She will destroy the girl as a female wasp would destroy her enemies, and then devour the remains.
Then Bill found Mr. Zinthrup's notebook in Cooper's desk. No, there's no mistake. We've got to call the police now.
Now, Mary, you're just getting a little excited. Now, who could possibly want to hurt Mr. Cooper?
I don't know.
Murder headache.
Not Mr. Cooper. What about...
The murder migraine.
I told you were correct. Mary! Wait! I go with you.
I can't wait. I'm going to take the stairs.
Oh, look! Laboratory. She's going to laboratory.
Get up the stairs fast.
Turned into jazz. Kicking. Dude, have a cam. A lot of parallels to Oppenheimer. Boom. Acid. Instant heart attack. It just straight up turned into a big band concert out here.
Mary.
Mary. The end. All right. Thanks to everybody who showed up while I build Legos and watch movies. Next stream will be Sunday morning, and hopefully I'll catch some folks there. Have a good rest of your week and night and everything in between. Peace.